Christine Regan Lake here. Hope all is well. So today I wanted to talk to you about money. And I wanted to share some insights from you from the over like 10 years that I've been doing this test with my clients. So I have a money assessment test, and what this does is people take the test, and basically it will help reveal for me when we're doing a session where their blocks are around like money, career, and finances. And a very, very common belief that clients and people that take the test answer is that money just doesn't really matter. And here's the problem with that statement. Money does matter. And until we live in a society in which your food and the roof over your head don't actually cost money, money does matter. And the problem and the challenge with saying to yourself that money doesn't really matter, it's not that big a deal, is one, it's dishonest, it's not truthful. And the reason that someone would do that and try to say that it doesn't matter when it actually does is because it's a buffer. It's a way to buffer yourself in terms of if you're not where you want to be financially, then using this buffer of saying it really doesn't matter is you're trying to kind of numb yourself to it. You're trying to numb yourself from the impact of the fact that you may not have as much as you want, right? That you're maybe sick and tired of worrying about the bills or not taking that vacation that you really want, but also stepping into your full power, right? So what I love about one of the concepts that I learned from Paramahamsa Nityananda, who is one of the leaders of the Hindu religion right now in India, is, what he said is that in Hinduism, wealth is just math. It's a mathematical formula. And if you want to make more money, you have to touch more lives. It's really simply math. And if you're not making as much money as you want, it's because you're not touching enough lives, which is really beautiful, actually, when you think about it, because what that does is it actually challenges you to step up into the highest version of yourself, use all of your gifts and talents, and touch more people. And the more people that you touch and the more lives that the more lives of people that are improved because of your contribution, your energy, your effort, your wisdom, your knowledge, whatever the tools, the lessons, whatever it is, the energy that you put out into the universe. It could be music, it could be anything, right? Whatever way that you harness your energy and put it out into the world to touch people's lives, whether it's, through finance, through health and fitness, music, writing, art, whatever is your gift that you're here to share with the world. It's really simply a matter of if you want more money, then make more paintings, make more songs, have more people listen to those songs, things like that. It's all about impact, right? So the bigger your impact, the bigger your paycheck. And so when I was working with one of my clients, when I asked him his aspirational emotional states that he wanted to feel in his body, I always like to leave them in that state of what is the highest version of yourself, where do you want to be? And he's like, I really want that hunger. And so what I brought to his attention was that if you hold the belief that money doesn't really matter, and yet you're wanting this hunger to execute your mission, your passion, whatever, money doesn't really matter, that buffer word will actually dilute and it will dampen that hunger, right? Because it's coming from a place of lack, right? So it's coming from a place of not understanding that abundance is a much higher vibration, and abundance happens when you have an abundance of overflow. You have an abundance of share in terms of energy or money. It's just energy. So, and when he understood that, he said, yeah, I definitely want to release that. And I could see how using that buffer statement on it doesn't serve me. It doesn't feed the purpose. It doesn't feed the passion. You know what I mean? Because, it was coming from a lack mentality, because one, it's not being honest and truthful. And two, it's used as a way to kind of buffer and numb yourself out from the reality that you may be in. It's not serving you. And we asked his body, is this serving you? Could this potentially in any way be an obstacle, a challenge, or whatever? And we found that it was. So it's really about, self-growth is about ruthless honesty with yourself. And it's really important to understand the beliefs that you have and understand how those beliefs can be sabotaging your success. They can be undercutting the efforts that you're doing. And obviously they're always anchored into events from our childhood. And his, I think, went back to like junior high. There was an event that was specifically tied to it. It's always fascinating. I said to him today as we were doing our session, I said, I feel like, I said, we call ourselves energy healers, but really I'm kind of more an interpreter. I'm the interpreter that knows the language of the body, and I'm just helping him connect with his body to allow him to release this stuff so that he can rise to the highest place within himself. And so, he definitely did release that. He saw that was not serving him to hold that belief that, money doesn't matter, because it's just not true. It does matter. It pays for food. It pays for your vacation. It pays for your home. It's part of what you do if you tithe and contribute to charities that you care about. So it absolutely does matter. And when it comes to self-development, self-growth, spiritual evolution, ruthless honesty is what is required. So I hope you found value in that. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks. Bye.